Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy the sounds of my smooth, nasally voice as I serenade you with a Divine Masculine update for the month of May. What I am going to be taking a look at this month is the energy of the Divine Masculines. We're going to be taking a look at their head and their heart space towards the feminines, and then some actions that they may be taking this month towards you, the feminine. All right, so let's see if we can get something fun, easy, light, breezy, cover girl, Chris Brown. Okay, let's see if we could do that. So, dear Spirit, please connect me to the energy of the Divine Masculines for the month of May 2021. Present energy, future energies, all that good stuff. So let's see if these messages do resonate with you, the feminines, or the masculines that may happen to be watching. All right, let's take a look, guys. So, dear Spirit, what is going on with the masculine's energy the month of May? Let's see what we can get. Alright, first card out is the Justice card. So, in case you guys aren't familiar with Justice, or this Chinese man here, well, I don't know if he's Chinese. He's Asian, though. If you're not familiar with this card, what it really is depicting here is an element of trust and balance, okay? So, when the Justice card comes out for the energy, this is referring to the ability to clear away negativity, to clear away something that we would call karma, okay? Something that has been attached to the masculines for a long amount of time, okay? So there is an energy here that is allowing the masculines to free themselves from from energy that's been harming them. Okay, so there's a rebalancing, a clearing of the scales for them, okay, during this month. So it's almost like this element of truth and being able to go, like if you were to going to court and having something be decided in your favor, okay? It's a relief of some kind, all right? So there's a relief for the masculines coming in this month, feeling much more balanced, but other than like the Temperance card, which still has the possibility of coming out, the balance of the Justice card is much more karmic. It's much more it's something that is like an active participant in their life, and it also without control. It's like something that is being decided in their favor, but obviously they had to take some steps in order to get to that ruling, let's say. So let's see what else we can pick up for the masculine's energy for the month of May. Right, so we come out here with the Three of Wands. The masculines are climbing some type of ladder to success. They're waiting on something to manifest in their life, okay? This is strong, like waiting for something to manifest energy. This little lady here, I'm going to call her Tina. She looks like a Tina. She is climbing all the way towards something, okay? Now, technically what's going on here is, in the story of this fable here, is Tina, which isn't her real name. Her real name is probably something Russian or something. I'm going to call it Babushka. But Tina / Babushka here is got her brother trapped in this little sex castle over here, and she's got to go rescue him because he wanted to go have sex with some brunette, and he got captured. And that's what happens when you have sex with brunettes, you know? Sometimes you get captured. So in any case, what happens is that she has to do these series of trials to get it, but she is going to be successful. That is how the story goes, and so is the masculine here with the energy, because it does mean they're just waiting on success. They're doing what is necessary, but they're not quite there yet, right? So they're working on manifesting something this month, all right? Their energy is into a place of positive forward movement, okay? So they're heading in the right direction. That's essentially what that is picking up there, okay? Look, what did I say? The Temperance card ended up coming out. Ain't that something? So now we do have an actual balance of the mind, the soul, the emotional body, and the physical body, right? This is finding a balance within their life, and this is the kind of energy that is a little bit more personal. It's a little bit more action-based. It's much more fluid in the sense that this is something the masculines are readily giving themselves, because anybody can create balance for themselves, but justice has an element of karma to it, right? It's just like a court system. You may be in the right, but how many times have you heard of a case where the people that were clearly in the wrong have won, right? So it's a karma kind of thing. But with Temperance, it's a balance of energy, and that comes in thanks to the masculine's own willpower, persistence, and quite possibly their intuition, things they've been listening or guided to do. So, going for walks, taking care of their body, meditating, cutting out things that are harming them, these kinds of energies. It's a self-preservation thing. So the fact that energy is coming in means extra balance for the masculines. It means they're really finding their footing in this world at this time. Really great energy to be in, I think. See what else we can get. We have the Nine of Swords, so we do have some fears, some anxieties about the future coming in here as well for the masculines, which might make sense. So there is some negativity, a little bit of doubts, self-doubt, stuff like that, still plaguing the masculines this month. Still trying to find some balance around that, because especially I think that has a lot to do with the Three of Wands, like how this manifestation, like they're waiting on the manifestation, and that's causing them sleepless nights, right? But then to end out their energy, we have the Chariot. So the fact that we have three major arcana is a lot, because those are powerful energies coming in for the month of May, and the major arcana weigh a lot more than the minor arcanas. You can think about the major arcanas as like a thick Latina booty, right? And the others is like a little white boy or something like that. So in any case, major arcana is much thicker. So with the Chariot, we're heading into a new direction. The masculines are getting to a place where they are going to feel much more vital. Vitality is playing a very big, important role in their lives this month, charging ahead to where they need to go. So these it's almost like this Nine of Swords, what they're waiting on, but yes, causing them a little bit of conflict inside their mind. It's almost like there's no really point in worrying about it, and the Chariot is going to sort of prove that to them. There's going to be an open direction for them to take by the end of May, and that's going to really just set the tone for the rest of their life. It's or at least their near future, right? Because Three of Wands, Nine of Swords, yeah, they're waiting, anxious about that, and yet there's karmic justice, a balance, and then a new direction that opens up at the end of the month. So it's almost like as soon as these thoughts just can take no more, finally an answer, an open direction for them to take. So that's good energy to get for the masculines. Let's now get into their head and their heart space towards their feminines, okay? So what is going on with the feminines, or what's going on towards their mental space? So how are the masculines thinking about their feminines at this time? Just going to get two cards. Let's see here. One just disrupted my nice little pile, which is kind of rude. We have the Moon card, so they are having to trust their intuition. There could be some things that they are not sure of themselves, all right? We have the Nine of Swords energy up there. So they're unsure of how this relationship is going to progress. I do see that. A lot of major arcana coming out. Having to trust their intuition, kind of get this image of them walking alone at night, really just not really having a clue as to what they're doing. But they're trying, they're walking, they're doing something. It's just that they're not really sure how to progress in the most efficient manner. How do I get back to them? How do I do this? How do I do that, right? And then the next card to come out is the Six of Swords. So we do have them moving away from negativity. We do have them moving towards calmer waters, okay? So their thoughts about this relationship is getting better, it's getting healthier, but there are still some lingering doubts and about the future and about their place in this dynamic, and yet they are making an active choice to move away from negativity. So while there are things that they're working through that are holding them back, they're progressing in a direction that is healthy, okay? So they're trying to get away from the Nine of Swords energy. They are actively trying to be more positive about themselves and about this connection and about life. So they're seeing you in a healthy way, but there is some mystery still going on about this connection, all right? And I want to get some heart space energy now. So how are the masculines feeling about their feminines at this time? So yeah, the mental space, there's some insecurity to some doubt. They're not sure about the trust level, that they, about how much they can trust it, and they're just worried about something, right? But they are trying to get more positive. But look at this, you have the Nine of Cups in the heart space, so we have a deep emotional fulfillment. They do see you as a wish come true, okay? It's a very simple way of looking at it, and it is pretty accurate, actually. It's a deep commitment of love. So there's a deep reservoir of emotional depth that they have for you. It really does describe some of the things they want to do. You can see that these two are kind of getting drunk, having a good time. Probably this guy's going to slip in there in about an hour or two. He's going to last for about 6 minutes. He's going to be like, oh, sorry, that never happens to me. And she's going to be like, oh, it's okay, don't worry. And then in the meantime, she's going to be like, damn, this guy needs to last longer. Anyway, I digress. In any case, let's get one more card for the emotions. How are the masculines feeling towards the feminines? And we have the Two of Coins. So yeah, they are balancing their love with their financial status, with their career, with their energies of the daily life. So they're balancing their emotions and their headspace. They are trying to find an equal give and take between their heart and their mind. And they're also trying to take care of their daily life. And so their feelings also with the Two of Coins. One day it's really strong, and another day it's not as strong. But it seems that there's a deep commitment It's just that the energies seem to be changing on a day-to-day basis, and that's because you have that moon card up there. But again, they're actively trying to move away from the confusion and the sort of illusionary elements that would happen if you were just walking around in a forest at night. Okay, it's kind of scary. Don't know if you've ever been in the woods at night. It's fucking terrifying. Okay, so unless you're like trained or whatever. But generally speaking, for the average white male with pasty hands, it is kind of scary to be alone at night, all right, in the woods, right? So you have that element, right? Maybe things are going to be okay, but you start to get a little bit too much in your head, right? So there is a balancing and a shifting going on day to day between their mind and their heart. But because we have the Six of Swords indicating a desire to move away from negativity and seeing you in a more positive light, seeing the connection in a healthier way, and also the Nine of Cups, deep emotional commitment, you have a little bit of give and take. So it's kind of funny with the energy of the feminines for the month of May. It was kind of a give and take energy, and that the energy here for the masculines is very balanced, and yet their heart and headspace is very give and take, whereas the heart and headspace for the feminines was a little bit more sure. So it's interesting how the mirroring happens. Okay, so let me get into the actions that the masculines are taking towards their feminines this month of May. Obviously, the timing may be irrelevant. It may not really work out, and not every masculine may be doing this, but this may be, this may be, oh my God. Yikes. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was fucking scary. All right, anyway. Well, let's get started. So they may take this action towards you if they're doing this, okay? That's a general reading, just keep that in mind. So what is going on with the masculines? What actions are they taking towards their feminines? Month of May. Look at that, guys. We have the Ace of Wands. Something told me this card was going to come out. This is passion ignited. There's a lot of sexual feelings, so just saying you guys might be feeling that. Might be feeling those longing sort of sensations in your lower abdomen. That's where the vagina is, right? Lower abdomen. Anyway, you guys might be feeling a very passionate beginning. Okay, so as you may be feeling that, the masculines as an action based are starting igniting something within their life that's filling them with passion, and that is going to affect the relationship in a very positive way. Okay, it's a beginning of some kind. It's a movement forward, and you have that paintbrush there to give this element of painting your future, really being in charge of the canvas. Painting, life's a canvas, right? You paint it and stuff like that. So we have the Six of Wands, so we have a really good expression of feeling. So for many of you, expect to get some kind of confession, expect to get some kind of opening of some kind, something you've really been waiting for. The Six of Wands is a victory or some kind of objective being reached. So to have some sort of success as an action card means like they're kind of charging in here. It's been a long time coming, right? But this Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands is a beginning of some kind. So something new happening in your relationship. Be mindful of those expectations. It's I don't know if that's going to look like the most magical thing ever, but if you've been expecting something and it feels like that's the next thing on your journey, this Six of Wands is indicating that it's going to happen this month of May. Again, something that they've been waiting, they've been needing, could be a job, could be anything that helps them get closer towards you, either emotionally or actually physically. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so we have a lot of physical travel going on here. We have a lot of moving forward. Now, I know COVID is a thing and it still exists and people are still dying and all that other good stuff, but on a more positive note, you can still travel, you can still do things. It's a little bit more difficult, but if you if it isn't a physical travel, right? Because if you live in the same state, but you're, I don't know, like 50 miles apart, or let's say if you are in the same town, and then, okay, that's doable. If you're in the same country, it's pretty doable. Even sometimes within the same country, I mean, it's obviously easier to travel from England to Scotland than it would be from England to Australia, but the point is that if they aren't traveling, there is an absolute movement forward, a blockage being lifted, and that's really positive. And I actually just looked at the clock as I was saying that. It's 2:22 where I am, so that's a nice balancing energy, right? So movement forward, it could be physical travel. Queen of Cups, that's you, that's the feminine. They're knowing what it is that they want. They're finally understanding that their feminine is the emotional woman, the depth of character that they do actually respect. So they do have respect coming in for you. There is absolutely a mastery of emotions to some degree, really discovering what it is that they want. So they know what kind of woman they want now. That's kind of what comes in the most. And let's get one more card here. Yep, we have the Devil card. I'm actually going to get one more card after that, but the Devil card is an indication that that there is something that they're having to leave behind here. Okay, there is an influence in their life, but these are all positive cards actually. So with the Devil, I think that there's a lot of sexual energy. I feel more than just like addictions and stuff like that. But let's get one more card just to clarify what actions are they taking towards them. Feminines, as an action, really the Devil is about removing codependencies. Okay, uh, coming in as yeah, because we have mastery over that. Look, we have the Strength card. So if you think about this little fat pig, lion, crocodile thing, uh, which I'm gonna go ahead and name Henry. Okay, he does kind of look like a Henry the crocodile lion, a Cryan, I guess, or a Locodile, half pig thing, creature, weird fucking thing. I would shoot on sight if I ever had a gun or knew how to use one. But in any case, they're mastering this beast. Okay, so they're coming in. They've mastered the beast. They've mastered something. This could be their need to self-medicate. This could be their need to escape. This could be their health issues. This could be their lack of security. It could be their sort of, let's say, for lack of a better word, a fuckboy energy, which is, so basically their need to enter into relationships that are less than emotional fulfilling for a physical sensation to give them the idea of harmony and peace and attention, where really it's just a sort of escape again. So they're conquering something about themselves because they know who it is that they really want and who's actually worth it with this Queen of Cups. That's you, the feminine. A lot of physical movement, energy being blocked if there isn't actually physical movement, but a victory of some kind for this party, taking a chance on something and getting a successful resolution and a new beginning filled with passion. So that's a really positive action outcome. I hope it happens for most of you. That would certainly be great, but I mean, obviously it's a general reading, so just keep that in mind. And also, guys, pay attention to community posts. I do give probably free readings around usually the end of the month, so if you pay attention to those, there's an opportunity that you can get some free ones. Otherwise, any descriptions and stuff like that for my website with the offer of stuff that I give away or offer to people. Check that out if you're interested. Otherwise, thank you guys for subscribing. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.